Welcome back to Better Kansas City. Now, social is out there for all of us to use, which means everyone uses it their own way, the good and the bad. Now, we have social media expert Alex Greenwood here with some pointers on making sure you are mindful about how you are using your social media. There's so much of it these days. We have our personal social media, we have our professional social media, and of course, we want to be etiquetely sound on our media pages. So, what are some of the easiest rules people just forget when they're going out there to post on social media?
Well, Bill, I think the main thing, and I want to say this right at the top here, is I try to make, this is my golden rule about social media, about etiquette, about anything in general. Now, I fall short of this, okay?
Okay.
Don't say anything on social media to people you wouldn't say to their face.
That's right.
Right? Bill, I don't like that tie. No, I'm just kidding. But right, I wouldn't say that to you on social media unless I meant it, and I would say it to you in person, right?
Sure.
That's just the main thing. Just basic human kindness.
Yeah.
Civility.
Don't be a jerk.
Perfect. Yeah. Don't be a jerk. There's other words?
There's other words, yes, but my golden rule is, I mean, would I say this to my grandma? You know, so it's something that I try to follow. But then, of course, I think sometimes in the heat of the moment, you know, sometimes you're like, you want to be that internet keyboard warrior, and you're like, that guy is wrong on the internet. I need to correct him. You know, and there's you want to get on there fast. You know.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. You know, you also can take a 30-second timeout. It's kind of like that old email rule, right?
Yeah.
Which, man, don't even want to go there.
We got stories.
Yeah, I got stories. But just be thoughtful and think before you post. Those are just two of the big rules.
All right. Well, let's move on to posting pictures of our friend and loved ones on our own channels. I think there's do's and do nots for that, and especially when it comes to like tagging them in certain pictures. You
know, a good rule of thumb, and Facebook has a nice tagging feature. Check your privacy settings to make sure that you've got that triggered. Just think about it though. Especially if it's maybe something that, what if it's, say it's your nephew or something sends you a picture, and they're maybe partying a little bit, red Solo Cup time, and you tag, you know, them, you're on vacation with them and all that, and he's looking for a job, and then that pops up. Ouch, right? So good rule of thumb is just ask.
Sure.
Just ask.
And then how much should my social media posts be about me, kind of in that regard? I mean, you obviously want to boast about your, you know, about great things that you're doing in your life and your career, specifically for, you know, that resume builder. So if they come search your social channels, they can find that about you. But is there a good ratio that you like to use?
I'm going to give you the 411 on this.
Okay, here we go.
Because it's the 411.
Get the notes out.
All right, yeah, everybody, you're taking your notes. Yeah. All right, now the 411 on this is pretty simple. Whether you're running it as a business account or a personal account, for all your postings, let's say there's 4 postings, let's say you do 6 postings a day. 4 postings, especially if you're a business, should be just about things that your audience would find interesting. They're not about you.
So no brand-oriented posts, just interesting.
No broadcasting, as I call it. No selling, none of that stuff. It's not about you. It's just about stuff that you can aggregate for people and say, here, I thought this was interesting. Just like if you and I are in person having lunch, you say, hey, Alex, did you read this? And I'll be like, no, I didn't read it. Hey, thanks, man. That's great. That's 4 of them, right? One of them should be a repost of your friends, right? So, Bill, you ought to get on there and go, Alex just posted this great thing about the Chiefs. My friend Dante every now and then does that. And repost that. Repost a friend. So that's 1, right? And then 1 is about you.
Okay.
It can be about that tie. It can be about those socks. It can be about Bill's take on what's going on in the world today.
All right, in 30 seconds, real quick, there's key events in people's lives, you know, births, funerals, divorces. What's the rules about posting about that?
This just happened to me. Somebody passed away, and people found out about it, and they went and started putting, and well-meaningly put nice things on the Facebook wall of the person's spouse saying, I'm so sorry. Well, that's how a lot of people found out this person died. If it's not your news, if it's not your news to tell, don't tell it.
Don't tell it.
That's real simple.
All right, great news and great tips here from Alex. We do appreciate your time as always, sir.
You bet.
Thank you. Belinda.